How much for this one?
But that pub's not open.
Bugger. I've got a couple of beers here. Hey? You know, I used to work for a boss who sold his good Valiant for a 1995 brand new Ford. And he came and saw me 3 weeks later, and I was driving a Chrysler Regal with a 360 in it. One of the last of those big Valiants. And he said to me, "Would you sell me your car?" And I said, "Why?" He said, "Michelle talked me into buying a new Ford." He said, "Ever since I left home, I've always had a Jameson's before I stepped out the door. That way," he says, "I've got my wits about me." On that morning, she insisted when I went to go and buy the new car not to have a Jameson, just in case I get picked up. And he gets picked up. So anyway, the Ford ends up being a heap of bloody shit. But I don't think that these cars are in that same class. What's this one, a 39?
39, yeah.
What's it worth? 60, 50?
Bit more.
Didn't I see one of these for 65? Yeah, I did too.
Unfortunately, it's here or fielding.
And what's that one there?
Black one?
Yeah, that's yours, is
Yeah,
it?
it's a 30 Model A Tudor.
Is it worth much?
Well, it's got a Jag diff and it's got a 350 Chev in it. So, I'd never sell it, but it's probably 75, 80 grand.
75, 80?
Yeah.
You own the three of them?
No, just the little one.
Yeah.
Paul's and the fellow with the black beanie on.
So how long has he had it?
Paul's had this one probably 2 years, I suppose.
Yeah.
I've had mine for about.
It's got quite a smart looking car, isn't it? And what's it got on it, a Mercury?
No, it's got a 289 in it.
Oh, 289.
And Andy's 38. It's got a 327 in it. And a 49
We had a 38. Yeah, my brother rolled it down south into a river, into a creek. And it's still there to this day.
Is it?
Yeah. On the way to Tiana. The old man was teaching him to drive. He didn't actually roll it, I think he just
Lost control of it.
did a bit of an understeer and straight into the creek. You know, everything's different, hey, you know.
Yeah.
And I think the Ford wasn't as responsive in the steering as the Vanguard was. He'd been used to driving the Vanguard. Yeah. But you get used to them. I remember the first one that I drove, it was a 36 Chev with a 39 Pontiac motor on it. And I paid $60 for it on the side of the road. And it got me to Auckland from the Ocado turn-off. Yeah, it got me to Auckland. And we parked it out the back, and because what I was doing was hitchhiking from New Zealand's Boys High to save the bus fare, and the bus fare bought me the car. But you know, $5 to fill it. In those days, do you remember? $8 right from empty if it was totally bone dry. Huh? A bottle of beer was 95. No, jug was 95 cents. Pack of cigarettes was 65 cents. Remember?
We all live in Waratah.
Yeah.
And it's just over $200 worth of fuel so far to get here.
Shit. I better film these cars and get them up onto googlemo.com. I've got a website. And we expect people to subscribe. I didn't know anything about subscriptions and how it worked. I just put it up because an old fella mate of mine, I hadn't seen him for 20 odd years, and I imagined him to look like I've just met you.
Yeah.
And let's just say 20 years later I'm thinking of you, and I go and visit you, I think of you as I see you now.
Yeah.
And I forgot, that's right, he's 20 years older, he's 90 and he's in a bloody rest home. So I track him down and I said to him, how do you get out of this place? Your mind's so good, you know. And he says, the girls take us for a drive in the town occasionally, but it's just not enough. I wished I'd have stayed at home. And, you know.
Yeah.
And so what does that tell you? Keep away from rest homes.
I know.
And anyway, to cut to the quick, Ian was shown how to navigate on YouTube
Oh yeah.
a little bit. And he'd look at historical sites and places of interest. And he said, you know, there's a lack of sharing, because it's cocky.
Yeah.
A lack of sharing on YouTube. So I went and uploaded a share in Rarahi, and it got 32,000 visits. Yeah. So I continued with the website
Yeah.
and Googling the moment, just being a pure opportunist, like now. So I better get on with it.
Yeah.
Hey Rebel, can I just have a little look inside?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Open the doorway.
Open the door. The truck, wicked. Yeah. The truck. Well, gentlemen, thank you very much. Googlemo.com on a fine day in New Zealand. About time we've copped so much bloody rain, it's just not funny. So we've got the wool buyers up there. This is Bunnythorpe. And the pub's closed and the boys are thirsty.